यो व्हाट्स हैपनिंग गाइस, माय नेम इज ऋषभ और आज हम फिर से पढ़ने वाले हैं बायोलॉजी। तो आगे बढ़ने से पहले प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब का बटन दबाना मत भूलिएगा अभी के अभी, बिकॉज वी आर गेटिंग सो क्लोज टू 40 सब्सक्राइबर्स। सो लेट्स बिगिन। Stored food. Sclerenchyma. It is formed of long, narrow, fiber-like cells. These cells are dead and have thick lignified walls. It is mainly mechanical tissue, hence provides strength and support to the plant parts. Sclerenchyma occurs in two forms, fibers and sclerates. Fibers are elongated, narrow and tapering at both the ends. They are found in the cortex and vascular tissue of roots, stems and leaves. Sclerates or stone cells are irregular, brittle and stony. They are found in seed coat, nutshells and in pulp of guava and pear. These provide grittiness to the pulp of fruits and strength to seed coat. Protective tissue. Protective tissue includes epidermis and cork. Epidermis. Epidermis is the simple permanent tissue, protective in function. It forms one cell thick covering over all the parts of plant. Characteristics of epidermis. Epidermis is formed of living cells arranged in a single layer. In aerial parts, epidermis is covered with a waterproof and non-cellular waxy covering called cuticle. In leaves, epidermis has small opening called stomata, single stoma. Each stoma is guarded by a pair of bean-shaped guard cells which govern opening and closing of stomatal aperture. Functions of epidermis. Epidermis protects the underlying tissue from mechanical injury, chemicals and infection. Cuticle of epidermis protects against water loss and desiccation. It checks the rate of transpiration and evaporation. Stomata in the epidermis of leaves help in gaseous exchange during respiration and photosynthesis. Cork. In old dicot stems and roots, the cell of protective tissue at the periphery change into cork cell. In old woody stems, cork is made up of thick walled and substrate dead cells. Characteristics of cork. Cork cells are dead and closely packed without any intercellular spaces. Their cell walls are deposited with waterproof waxy substance called suberin. Suberin makes cork cells impervious to water and air. Functions of cork. Cork cells form an outer layer in stems and roots of woody plants which protect the plant from infection, mechanical injury and desiccation. Small pores called lenticles found on the outer surface of cork layer help in the aeration of inner tissues. Conducting tissue. The conducting tissue conducts water and dissolved materials up and down in the plant. Xylem and phloem are two types of conducting tissues. Xylem. Xylem forms a part of vascular bundles and extends from root to the tip of leaves and branches. Xylem is formed of living as well as dead cells. These cells are of the following four types: xylem tracheids, xylem vessels, xylem fibers and xylem parenchyma. Xylem tracheids are elongated dead cells with tapering ends. They have highly lignified cell walls with various types of thickenings. Their end walls are non-perforated but side walls have bits. Xylem vessels or tracheae are tube-like and are placed one above the other. They are open at both the ends because their end walls are dissolved and form long water channel. Their walls are thick and lignified and have various types of thickenings as in tracheids. Xylem fibers are also known as wood fibers or sclerenchymatous fibers. They are long, narrow and tapering at both ends. Their walls are lignified. They provide mechanical support. Xylem parenchyma are the living cells. They help in conduction of water and minerals and serve for storage of food. Phloem. Phloem is the living conducting tissue. It contains tubes for the transport of food products from green and storage organs to other organs of the plant. Phloem is also called the bast. Along with xylem, it extends all along the length of the body of the plant body in the roots, stems, branches and leaves. The cells of phloem are of the following four types: sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. Sieve tubes or sieve elements are the main conductive part of the phloem. They are cylindrical cells arranged in vertical rows joined end to end. The mature cells are without nucleus but with thin cell wall. Their end walls are perforated by minute pores called sieve pores. These perforated end walls are called sieve plates. Sieve tubes conduct food material prepared in the leaves. Companion cells are elongated, thin-walled, living parenchyma cells having dense cytoplasm and a prominent nucleus. They remain associated with sieve tubes and help in the conduction of food material. Phloem parenchyma is formed of thin-walled parenchyma cells. These cells store food. Phloem fibers are dead Sclerenchyma fibers formed of elongated lignified cells. They provide mechanical strength. The textile fibers of jute, hemp and flax are phloem fibers. Differences between xylem and phloem. Xylem. It contains mainly dead elements. Xylem parenchyma are the only living cells. Phloem. It contains mainly living cells. Only phloem fibers are dead cells. Xylem. It conducts water and minerals from roots to stems and leaves. Phloem. It transfers prepared food, sucrose, from leaves to storage organ and growing points of plant body. Two types of conductive elements, tracheids and vessels, are found. Only one type of conducting element, namely sieve tubes, are present. It also provides mechanical strength to the plant. Phloem. Only phloem fibers provide mechanical strength. Xylem and phloem together form vascular bundles. Veins of leaves represent vascular bundles. Thank you.